Greetings, Merry Schlockmas, everybody. Merry Schlockmas is our celebration of all things Christmas, schlocky Christmas. I'm doing this with our good friend, Hey Internet, it's Eric. We each picked 5 films for the other to watch and review. The most schlockiest Christmas movies that we could find. Um, we're trying to get the other person to quit before they can watch their movie, like for them to go like, "Oh hell no." But so far, so far we've held our own. Eric was he hated me for his movie. I hated him for mine, but we've seen worse. It wasn't going to be anything that we watched that's going to have us going out the door, going like, "Oh, screw Christmas and Santa Claus too." And you won't hear that from this person today either. This I think the slog part for me, I'm going to escape it for at least two, because I get to watch Once Upon a Time at Christmas. Like I said, it was written by Christopher Jolly, Simon Phillips, who plays Nick Conway, who plays our evil Santa Claus, and director Paul Tanter. Um, and so the movie, it basically is a crazy pair dressed like Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus have come back from being dead from where they were in an insane asylum, and now they come back for the revenge. That's what it looks like That's what it says on the surface. I felt like I was watching a DC comic. Um, this this did not really have Christmas for me at all. I kept on thinking like this is like the Joker and Harley Quinn. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. The actress who played Mrs. Claus, Selah D. Uh, uh, Godi, Godi. Um, wow, she could be Harley Quinn anytime in my book. She was fantastic. Um, so this is a two crazy people. They come back to the small town and they start wreaking unbelievable havoc. They're trying to figure out what their angle is, but there is a very high body count in this movie. High, like Friday the 13th high, like killing everybody in the town high. Um, it's, it is more. It's a corker, but it comes across more like a supervillain story more than a possession or more just crazy. It really does come across as if the Joker and Harley Quinn got away from Gotham into the first small town they went into. Um, just tremendous action in this movie. It's well thought of. The story is well thought of. The casting is perfect. Some of the acting's a little bit wooden. Some of it is, but the two main people that you really care about in this movie, Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus, they were spot on. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Um, it's a corker, and there will be another. There's going to be they have another one called A Night Upon Christmas, and then they're in pre-productions for the third one in the trilogy, which I am betting that Eric did not know that. But yes, they will be back, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, Nick Conway and Mrs. and Harley Quinn. I think they gave her a character name, but just blow that off. It's honestly it's Harley Quinn. That's all you need to know. She dresses like her. She swings a bat like her. I mean, she is Harley Quinn, and he is honestly he could pass off a Joker too, even wearing a Santa Claus suit. Um, so this is a terrific little shocker. If you like Christmas horror movies, this is definitely going to be one that you'll be watching every year. This was a lot of fun. Good movie to pick. Um, I feel sort of bad because I don't know if anything. I don't know if I think I've only got one movie for my good buddy that I think will match up to this one. That's the action-packed Santa Claus. That's probably the only movie that's going to be like match this one as far as terms of gore and blood and guts and all that. Santa Claus. But we'll see. We'll see what he has to say about that. But for now, I like this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. Like I said, a ton of gore. Um, yeah, they and definitely feels like a sequel definitely was needed. The way they ended the movie, you know the sequel's coming, and I really enjoyed that too because it really felt like yes, you could definitely go on with this. Um, but of course, in all horror movies, you got to be careful when is enough. I think a trilogy for this film would be perfect with the appropriate ending. I don't think you need to stretch this out to, you know, Once Upon a Time at Christmas, Part 29. You don't need to do that. I still think there's story here for maybe 3 or 4 movies, but then that's about it. But the 3 or 4 movies that they can write, Tanner and Jolly and Phillips, I'm in for it. I want to see I want to see how they how I want to see. Yeah, we already know how Nick got to where he was, but I'd like to see what's going to happen to Nick next. So we will be seeing that in the next Schlockmas, Merry Schlockmas Day, because we are going to be watching the sequel. Eric was kind enough to put the sequel on my list of movies to watch, and thank you for that because this is a banger. Hell yeah. Uh, we're not supposed to be doing this though. Oh well. That's why there's always Sharks versus Schlock 2. One of these movies is gonna find one of us sitting there going like, "Oh hell no," and turn it off because this is so bad. But not today. Not this. Not today. Not this movie. All right. If you like what you hear, drop a comment down below. I put the trailer uh, for this film, so you can go ahead and take a look at it. Once Upon a Time at Christmas. Um, I believe it'll probably have I believe it's probably gonna be on DVD. So I would definitely look for that to add to your if it's for any horror fan that you may know, or if you love Christmas horror movie. Highly recommend that you get this. This is definitely going to add into your collection. All right, drop a comment down below, hit the like button, and we will see you next Monday for part 3 of Merry Schlockmas. That's all I got. Peace. I know I can't rant. I'm not being able to rant because the movies are too good. I mean, the first one wasn't all that good, but it was harmless more than anything else. This movie's a banger. So I can't rant on this. The smaller the minute amount, the longer the minutes are. See, now I'm going to use the dirty trick. Now, the longer the video generally is, that generally means that someone's ranting. So if someone does a film review and it's like 7 or 8 minutes long, they liked it. But if you get one of those where it's like over 20 minutes long, they hate you. How do I know this? Because there's a lot of because Eric has a lot of videos of movies that I recommended to him that are over 20 minutes long. I don't think I've ever done 20 minutes on anything that he's given me yet. I think I did that once, but I think that was for Sushi Girl, and that movie was... All right, that's it for us. We're out of here, and we'll see you for the next one. Peace.